Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Coffee Shop Soundstage, sponsored by SRS Distribution. My name is Karen Edwards. We are live at the International Roofing Expo
Here we are.
2026.
Yeah.
And wow, what a show it's been. I'm sitting here with Heath Hicks from The Catch-All. Welcome.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how was the show for you?
Action packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a few new things that we're kind of showcasing right now that are still in development, and we've got a lot of interest and feedback around those. People want to see them and talk about them, and so yeah, we've just had a lot of action at the booth. It's been a good show.
So The Catch-All is the OG, right?
The catch-all product, yes, that's
And we did a great podcast about the whole story
Yeah,
and how it came to be and the trial and error, and you finally got it. And then you rolled out the nail catch, for it to slip over the downspouts, catches any nails that slipped into the gutter and washed out. But even at last year's IRE, you had a whole bunch of new stuff.
Yes, we had 3 new products last year that we debuted. We've got 3 new products this year that we debuted. We're trying to stay busy over here.
My goodness, that's a lot. So what did you debut here at the show?
Right now at this show, we debuted Roof Bucket. It's a self-leveling bucket for your tools and supplies that you can carry up on the roof and set on the roof, and it levels itself, and then it stays on the roof. It kind of sticks firm and fast onto the roof, so you don't have to worry about your stuff sliding off the roof or trying to hide your tool belt like around a pipe or behind a chimney so that it doesn't slide off. Yeah. So we create a solution for that that's different than anything like it on the market. There's a couple other things that do similar things.
Well,
up to 10, 12.
Yeah.
30 pounds. Yeah.
Innovative.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
We did Roof Bucket. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, this product called Sweeper Bin. You know, when you're rolling your yard with a magnetic roller, trying to clean up everything after the job site, and commercial job sites as well, but primarily residential because you're in and out of the lawns and the flower beds and stuff. The magnet fills up pretty quick with nails.
Yeah.
And so then you're kind of like, what do I do with these nails? Because your trailer's on the other side of the house. And then if you lift your little thing to dump all the nails off, they might go back in the grass. So you kind of like, you scrape them off with your hand and try to put them in a bucket or something. Yeah. Or you roll up onto a sidewalk and make a little pile, and then you do some more and you come back and you just keep making a bigger pile. And by the time you get to the end of the cleanup, you've got 3 or 4 piles that you have to go back now and clean up by hand, or you just roll the magnet too long and it gets too full and it just doesn't pick up nails anymore.
Right.
So we created a sweeper, like a bin, like kind of like a big dustpan.
Yeah.
That goes with it. It snaps onto the handle. And then once you get full, you take that down, you lay it on, and the rolling magnet rolls up on top of it, and you empty your nails into it, and it collects them for you. And so then you can just carry that around with you and dump them whenever you need.
Right.
So you don't have to go back to the trailer or scrape all the nails off or do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
It makes cleanup so much faster.
Yeah.
And then for your production guy or your crew guy that's doing all the cleanup, they get impatient. They want to be able to do it in 15 minutes.
They
don't want to have to go
a little fast and they might miss stuff, right?
And so this makes it to where they're not going to miss the stuff.
Yeah.
They have no excuse for not getting all the nails. And it makes it faster and more convenient. So, yeah.
That's great. What's the feedback been?
Everybody's like, what? They're kind of look at it and they're like, I'm not really sure what it does. And then once they see all the nails go into it, because you just roll up onto it, it's like a little ramp, and then you pick up the little lever that drops the nails, and then you go, oh, I get it, because now you can just go from place to place to place to place and get as many nails as you want.
What's the name of that one?
Sweeper Bin.
Sweeper Bin.
Yeah,
I mean, wow.
We try to keep it like pretty easy to understand. Yeah. Because when people are looking at a product when they have no idea what it's for,
right?
If the name is not clear, then it's harder for them to get
bin.
it. Sweeper Bin.
Sweeper Bin, Roof Bucket. You said there's one more.
Step Shield. So it is a step flashing that we've created, patented, that has a self-sealing membrane gasket on the back. So similar to like what you see in ice and water or a valley liner or something like that, but it's manufactured onto the step flashing, so that when you put that up in behind a chimney or behind a roof to wall flashing or something, what you need for code is you're supposed to have 4 inches of ice and water up the wall.
Yeah.
But that's really difficult to get up there in like a repair scenario or a re-roof scenario, because if the siding is already on the house, it's really difficult to slide a flimsy little membrane up behind it.
Right.
Especially if one of the pieces of wood is out of place a little, or there's a nail in the way. It's really hard to shove it up under there. That's the first thing, is it helps you become code compliant with all of your chimney flashings and roof to wall flashings and things like that. And then we get a lot of leaks on those on those step flashing pieces individually, when people don't put them in exactly right,
Right.
then you're going to get leaks right there. They're not often the worst leaks in the world because they really only leak there when it's really raining
Yeah,
heavily,
we don't want any
or you get
leaks.
a ice dam, or you get some backup in the waterway, with debris and stuff. But now, because it has a self-sealing gasket, you can nail it. You can actually double nail it. You
Yeah.
can nail it anywhere on there that you need to, and you don't have to worry about it being too close to the downside edge of the shingle, because it's just not going to leak now. So it solves a few problems around chimneys and
Yeah.
roof walls. And step flashing is kind of a ubiquitous item. You pretty much use it on every job.
Right.
And so we've just made a much better step flashing that's just going to cut down on your leaks over time. It isn't dramatically more expensive than regular step flashing. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
That's just really exciting that all these innovations that you
Yeah.
keep bringing to market. Last year it was the pool
Yeah,
cover,
we got a
the
pool cover
the
made out of
HVAC
our
unit.
Yep, the
Mhm.
AC Shield. That's one of
Yeah,
our number
AC
one products
shield.
right now.
Yeah.
The protection system designed just for the AC
Yeah.
unit. That's really small. It packs up into a small bag. It's not very expensive, and you can reuse it over and over again. And then your AC can run the whole time it's on there.
Yeah.
That's a really big deal, because if you're not just using like one of the regular old methods of just like a piece of plywood or some foam on it or like a tarp over it or something, um, it's hard to guarantee that unit's going to be safe while it's running,
Right.
because you might stifle it, have your tarp sucked up against the side of it,
Yeah.
and the unit
Yeah.
gets too hot. Or if it's not covered well, you got nails and
Yeah.
debris going inside it, messing with the fan and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is not very expensive. It's very portable because it packs down into a small bag, and then you can just know that every AC is protected the way that it's meant to be, and they're all going to be safe after that. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
good.
And most of these innovations came out of things you experienced.
Yes, as a roofer, so I own 2 roofing companies. I
Yeah.
still do to this day, and I'm myself and my partner Eric are really just trying to solve the problems that we face in roofing on a daily basis. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so I love it. I just picture you kind of when you're laying in bed at night, go, "Ooh, what if we had this? What if we had
yes,
this?"
it's normally a little more stressful than that. It's I'm laying in bed trying to go to sleep, remembering that mad customer that's mad about something. That's
Right?
like, I'm going to write a review if you can't fix this, or I'm going to sue you if you
Right.
don't do whatever. And so you got this moment of stress, and I'm like, what can I do to make sure I don't experience this again? That's where that's where most of the
Yes.
solutions
Yes.
came from.
And I tell you what,
Yeah,
when the reviews are so important now
yeah,
because SEO is it's changed. It's
it is
not
totally
really
changed.
SEO anymore.
No,
It's all AI and it's generative engine optimization. And
yeah,
so there's a couple things they look at. One is reviews. They play a
yeah.
big role.
Oh,
So
totally.
as many good reviews as you can have out there, the better.
Well, you want a little secret tip about
Yeah.
reviews? So if you're driving your customers towards reviews and trying to get them, the one thing you do not want to do, which there are services in our industry that do this, they gatekeep, where they ask the customer first, hey, is your experience good or bad?
Oh, and
And then
then
if it's bad, they'll direct them to you. And if it's good, they'll
yes.
say, go write a review. Well,
Yes.
Google knows now when you're doing that. It's called review gating. Don't do that.
Yeah.
What you should do, though, however, is when you get a customer to write a review, hopefully you're in person when you're asking this, because it's a much more powerful ask them to take a picture with you of the house in the front yard, because the metadata of that photo has that address in it.
Right.
And if it matches the service area that you've listed on your website, and Google can see that some of the other reviews you did were kind of in the same area,
Yeah.
and a lot of your reviews include a photo that is of the customer, because Google knows that that customer is actually real person or not. They're
Right.
not going to give you that information, but they can tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so Google really has so much more information to say that this review has a lot of authority.
Yep.
Way better than just like, hey, they did a good job, 5 stars. Like that counts for something, but it's not as significant at all as
Yeah.
someone pops on there and says, I worked with this roofing company, and if you can get them to mention your address and your phone number in the review, that lends a lot of weight to the authority of the review. So if they do that,
Sure.
they say your actual address and your actual phone number, and Google knows that's real, and then the name of the sales guy, and then a photo with all of you standing in front of the house. That's a very important
Powerful.
authoritative review for Google to build on. So when you've got multiple of those amongst your other mix of reviews,
Yeah.
it's super powerful.
Yeah.
So really try to get it as personal as you can,
Yeah.
and try not to have the person write the review from your device,
Right.
which some guys do. They're like, here, I'm on my iPad. Go
Oh,
ahead and use mine. And it's just
use
not the same because
theirs.
they know it's not from the same IP. It's just kind
Text
of
them a
yes.
link and
Yes,
they can do it
go to
from
their phone where
theirs.
they
Yeah.
always do it, and yeah,
And,
all that stuff just lends authority
and
to it.
everything that you offer are things that lead to happier customers.
I'm trying for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then
Happier
you're going to get the good
customers.
reviews.
Yeah. Happy homeowners, more profit. Those are
Yeah.
sort of the two sides of it. Whether it's more profit through more marketing, you get better marketing, cheaper marketing, you get more
Yep.
leads, or you're safeguarding the profit that you already built into the job
Yeah.
by not crushing their flowers and
Yeah.
bushes and messing
Yeah.
up their gutters and, getting flat tires and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. Well,
And closing more deals. When you pitch these products in your sales pitch,
yeah.
this is how far we go to take care of the customer. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to protect your AC. We're going to protect your flowers. Customers really like that. And price is not normally your customer's number one concern.
Right.
It's involved in the process.
Right, sure.
But that's not their number one concern. So once you get through the price and value matrix of like how much they want to pay for how much value they get, because some people, they'll pay them more than they pay you.
Yeah.
Because they feel like there's more value there.
Yeah.
But if you're not offering that and you're cheaper, sometimes they pick you. Sometimes they pick the guy who's more because he's offering more stuff. They want to feel like they're getting the best value more than the best price. Most customers, at least any customers you should want to be working with. If they're purely price driven, just don't work with them anyway. Let the other guy across
you
town
don't want
do it.
them. That's
you don't
right.
want them anyway. They're way harder to work with.
Wow.
But once you've gotten through that matrix, the very next question is, are you going to mess up all my stuff? Because it's their number one investment. It's really important to them. So we're trying to help you close deals with the sales process.
Yeah.
And then we're helping you safeguard the margins by using our products through the process where you're going to have less mistakes, less callbacks.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
100%. So while the show's wrapping up, I can see people are leaving. You can go online to Roofers Coffee Shop. The Catch-All has a directory. We've got all the products. We'd love to we need to make sure we got your new ones that you just rolled out here.
Yep, you'll
when
see
they're
them on
ready. Yep, we'll get it out there. And your website is?
Thecatchall.com.
Thecatchall.com. Super easy. Thanks for being here, Heath.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, congrats on all the new stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We're almost done. We're going to be talking to Danielle from Informa here and then wrapping up our experience at the show. So stay tuned. We'll see you next time.